Hello, friends, and welcome. God, where is Mike?
I don't know.
Oh my God! We got Rob this time.
Yep.
And Caitlin.
Kaylin's back.
Again.
Wow, Kaylin, a three-peat back at the
So,
Fool's Perspective.
Three-parter.
Sounds gross.
Well, this episode's a two-parter.
Yeah, but my...
This is your third week in a row.
Yeah, but my presence on this podcast is a three-parter.
I highly doubt anyone can hear you right now because you're talking so
My
quietly.
presence on the podcast is a three-parter, soon to be a four-parter,
And then a 5.
and then a 5.
What comes after 5, Kaylin?
Shut the fuck up.
So I guess it's really just a 3-time thing, huh?
Is she fired? Is that what you're saying?
I'm firing her right now.
Oh,
You can
wow.
leave. We're at your house, but you can leave.
Yeah, we have a 4-way
She didn't sign a contract, so
25%
really.
stake in the company.
Did you guys sign
We
contracts?
all signed contracts.
Did you really?
Yes.
Wow, that's
We had
serious.
to.
Yearly
Well, I mean,
contracts.
when there's monetization involved, you're not going to see any of that money. But
Right, because, not after that anyway.
Oh.
you're an intern right now, so
Yeah. You just do the books.
all right, intern. What did we do last week?
We did our first part of our Game of Thrones retrospective.
That's right, where we talked about not even close to everything.
Right. That was like super unsatisfying. So we decided to make it a two-parter.
We only got to season 6. We didn't even finish season 6. We didn't talk about every character.
Correct.
We were just kind of rolling with our favorite parts of everything leading up to that, and we got to about an hour in, and we were like, you know what? This deserves a two-parter because we have 2 more seasons to talk about, and we have to preview the final season.
Right.
I-
And we have trivia.
I had a great time last week with you guys, podcasting. I was there. I didn't say anything, but I was there the whole time.
So, Rob, now that you're here, and you're gonna speak this time.
Yeah, this time I
imagine.
felt like I needed to say something. And I've done that. So I'll see you guys next week. And
I'll collect my check.
First of all, I want to point out we're not doing trivia. I don't know why Caitlin said that.
We're not doing trivia today.
I don't know why everyone keeps fucking this up. When I say we're doing a podcast, that doesn't mean we're doing trivia.
Listen.
Just because Game of Thrones is involved.
Just because you're a little salty about scheduling doesn't mean you
I'm
can
not
get
salty
all...
about scheduling. I've decided the schedule, and everyone keeps forgetting.
maybe
it.
we're all just real excited for the trivia that's going to go up on the channel.
I'm real excited for the trivia.
I'm really happy you guys are hyping this up pretty heavily because Caitlin's going to wipe the floor with me. It's going to be really fun to watch. But
You're going to be all dirty. You're going to need a bath.
I didn't like the way you put that.
A little bubble bath.
All right, let's get started. We don't want to waste any more time. We spent the first 20 minutes last week talking about only the first 2 seasons.
I think incest was the first 15 minutes of our talk.
Well, we were talking about how it was okay in one scenario, but perfectly.
Awesome in the other?
Yeah, it's not. It's
Yes.
never awesome.
No,
Rob,
I cringed at both.
yeah, I agree.
I
It
guess
was
it's
weird.
Just me.
Totes same.
Especially because one has, gray hair and she's, 15.
Well,
It's like, what the fuck's that about?
Not exactly.
Am I right, guys? All right, wait. So,
yeah.
I wonder if that came from, everyone, dyeing their hair gray, because that's, a fad now. Teenagers and 20-year-olds all dye their hair gray and shit. So, look,
I did
cool or old. Yeah, well, okay. But,
You're not a person.
see,
so.
that's my point. All the girls are dyeing their hair gray, and then when you ask how old they are, they're like, how fucking dare you ask how old I am? It's like, well, you're kind of gray, man.
So you're saying, is the point you're making right now that Daenerys was following a trend? She dyed her hair?
No, I'm wondering if that was a choice.
By the showrunners?
Yeah.
No, she's got that hair in the books.
She was
It's
written
purple
that way.
hair, but yeah.
No, purple eyes, silver hair.
Oh, my bad. Whatever. Who cares? Anyway. Oh, yeah. The dude she bangs has purple hair.
Listen,
see,
I don't
remember
get my
something.
nails done. I don't know all the colors of the fucking rainbow, Kaylin. So forgive me if I don't know if it's purple eyes, fucking silver
Listen,
hair, whatever
I
you said.
spend my days doing dot rainbows with 4-year-olds, so I know my fucking colors.
Wow.
Do you talk like that in front of 4-year-olds too?
Yeah.
They fucking deserve it.
Yeah.
The next generation is a total shoo-in for success.
All right, so real quick, let's catch up. Let's recap with Rob telling us his favorite bits from the first 6 seasons. Let's see how much he actually remembers.
I actually really liked the whole bit with Ned Stark getting his head lopped off.
Yep.
That was fun.
Covered
And
that in great detail.
I liked how Bran got pushed from a window.
After the incest.
After the incest, which was like super cringy.
Double punch.
Again. Looking at you, Kaylin.
Why are you looking at me?
Well, she
liked it.
She didn't like the
Yeah.
brother sister one.
Yeah.
But she's perfectly fine with the aunt nephew one.
Jon
Listen,
Snow and
incest is
Daenerys.
incest. Incest is incest.
I'm gonna name this episode that.
That's a great title.
It's a great title
actually.
for an episode.
Incest is incest.
Wow,
is
that would
incest.
catch
I like
my
that.
eye.
It would, yeah.
And then I'd get like 911 ready to call.
just
like,
wait until you see the thumbnail.
Oh man, I'm excited for this one. Let's get started. So I like that.
Yeah.
Season 2.
That was the one with the dragon, right?
That's a good question. Yeah, it is, right? Because that's when Daenerys goes to that village or whatever,
Yep.
like with the slaves.
Yeah.
That whole bit was fucking killer. That was really cool.
Literally.
Killer.
Now-
She's a killer now.
Yeah, well, so are the dragons. So, and then that we're introduced. Well, we're introduced to the Hound in the first season, but
Right.
we see a lot more of him in the second.
Truth.
With what's her name?
Sansa.
Little Sophie. Yeah.
Little Sophie.
Little
Sophie
Sophie.
Turner, yeah. That's right. That's right. He's right. That's her
And
name.
that whole journey they go on was that's literally my favorite part of the whole series
So
because I love the Hound.
I think that you're saying his journey, but it's the journeys with Arya.
Well,
yeah.
Sansa, he saves from getting raped.
Well, in season 2, he's around her,
Yeah.
and then
Right, all right.
from then on, it's Arya.
Right.
Yeah, you meant Arya.
Right.
That's fine.
Okay. So yeah,
Fair.
Susie. That's what I said.
You're doing great. Yeah.
Susie.
So season 3.
So if you guys can tell,
no.
I-
Don't worry about it. Keep
Oh,
going. Season 3.
I'm very well versed in Game of Thrones.
Rob is the pro here.
Yeah. Well, I taught them
I'm-
everything I know.
I'm glad I'm not versing Rob in
Yeah.
trivia.
I'm glad I'm not versing me in trivia either.
You'd lose to yourself.
Something like that.
Somehow.
So the whole journey with Arya and the Hound is my favorite. I love the scene where they're in that little tavern and he's like, if you open your fucking mouth one more time, I'll eat every fucking chicken in this room. My favorite fucking scene in the whole goddamn show.
That guy's great. He's a great
Yeah,
actor.
he
Have you
is.
heard the story of him auditioning?
No.
The audition story is he's sitting on the chair with one of the producers who's reading the lines back to him as he's reading as the Hound, and he literally frightened the producer so badly the producer like jumped off his chair as he was reading as the Hound, and that's
Wow.
how he got the job.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's how fucking legit that guy is.
Do you think that the Hound has a girlfriend like the Mountain has a girlfriend who's like
Look it up.
teeny tiny?
I feel like he's older. I feel like he's significantly older than the Mountain.
What's the actor's name?
I have no idea.
Me either.
Yeah.
The Hound.
So season 3.
Season 3. It was a big one if you remember what happens.
That is the. That's not when
You can pull it.
Joffrey dies, is it?
It's not.
Roar-
Close.
It's Rory McCann.
Ah!
He plays the Hound.
And his spousal situation.
Let's see. Is he single and ready to mingle? Is he
find
on
out.
Tinder?
McCann is known for living a solitary, transient lifestyle. He often lives on his boat or in places without modern conveniences.
I wouldn't want the Hound to be any other person.
Ladies, can I say thank you next?
Whoa. Why?
That made me cringe just as much as watching incest on Game of Thrones. Thank you.
Mainly because what ladies are listening to this?
None. Sorry.
My mom's gonna
Morgan,
listen to it.
you
okay.
agree.
Yeah. I don't think Morgan's gonna listen
Who's
to me.
that?
So season 3 is not when Joffrey dies. Try again.
Let's see.
Oh, season 3 is the major
Let's
thing.
look.
Yeah,
let's
I
look
told
back.
You got it. You can pull it. I know you can pull it. It's in there.
Think
Someone
about your
Joffrey
colors
dies.
again, Rob.
Think about...
Wait, what?
Ah, clever. Think of a color.
Think of your colors.
Oh, is that when the Starks all die?
Yeah. The
Yes.
red wedding.
Oh, okay, the red wedding.
Were you a fan of that?
That was really messed up.
Yeah.
That like really upset me actually.
I think it hit everybody right in the feels.
Well, when a baby gets stabbed in front of your eyes, it's kind of, well, not actually a fetus. But it was the pregnant woman who was very visibly pregnant.
Yes.
Started getting her stomach stabbed. That'll leave an impression on you, for sure.
And a dent.
Ooh, okay.
Oh, sorry.
Season 4 is when Joffrey dies, so you nailed that one.
Yeah.
Season 5, you got anything?
Let's see. Let's go back in the archives.
The wheels are turning. I can see it.
It's hard. I haven't been greased up in a
Well,
while.
it's one of the more recent ones, so hopefully you can find this one better.
Of course. Season 5 of How Could I Forget? Let's see here.
So Jon Snow dies in season 5.
That's right. Of course. See, you took the words right out of my mouth. Thank you.
Yeah. How did that affect you?
I couldn't even begin to fathom how they were going to bring him back.
Really?
When that happened, I had no idea.
That's interesting. Well, I mean, yeah, from your perspective, not reading the books and kind of not following the show as closely with the Red Priestess lady and whatnot.
Right. So I had an inkling that he was going to, but like I was really on the fence because I was like, how does he come back?
And he came right back.
And he came right the fuck back.
Yeah. 2 episodes later.
I kind of wish they dragged it a little bit.
Me too. I think they should have saved it for a little bit longer because at that point, that's the show's discretion. They don't have the books to follow at that point.
Right.
They've passed the books at that point. So I felt like they could have stretched it a bit more because I feel like in the books we're not going to get Jon Snow back for a while when that book, if that book is ever released,
or if we're going to read the same story.
Oh, I don't think he's going to do that. No, he's said many times.
Yeah, he has like guidelines for like all the seasons.
He had an outline, but he's doing something different. And you already saw that. You've read the books, so you know that.
No, I know they're different, but like I meant what's gonna come after, like in the new books.
I don't know.
Is he gonna stick to the
there are
major
more
things in the show?
There are more characters.
Yes.
And there are more side plots. So, and the side plots are very different than the ones that happened in the show because the show was streamlined. Like they kind of combined different storylines into one.
Well, they combined all the storylines into one. Like as soon
at this point,
so like everybody was in different places, different stories.
Well, eventually, I'm sure the same will be in the book. I don't think everyone's going to be in different places the whole time.
Maybe.
All right. Well, hot take, I guess. Back to the show. Season 6, Rob. You didn't.
Yeah, season 6. So
his eyes darted across the room.
I will say this. I don't know what season it is. But I loved when the Wicked Witch of the West fucking blew up the whole church. That was pretty sick.
That's it. You nailed it.
That was season 6?
That's the season 6 finale.
I really feel like that was so much fucking, like...
We didn't talk about that, and that was a major
like that was
thing.
so long
Well,
ago.
I'm so glad you said that, because that kind of just brings us right to where we left off last week. Because last week...
See what I mean? It's all up in the archives.
Yeah, you nailed it. We're so glad to have you here.
Me too.
Last week, we finished our conversation talking about the Battle of the Bastards.
That was great.
Amazing.
I love that.
Still my favorite episode to this day.
I feel like it was so obvious that the brother was going to get shot as he's running to Jon.
They shot it so well.
It was so obvious, but you were like, I was so fucking anxious for that.
Because they didn't kill him in 3 arrows.
They played
on the 4th. They killed him.
They played with the rule of 3, where you assume the 3rd is always going to be the hitting blow, and they did it on the 4th, which was fantastic. Great writing.
That guy was such a piece of shit, man.
Ramsay Bolton.
Yes.
Oh,
his death.
What a piece of shit.
His death was very satisfying.
Yes, one of the 2 most satisfying.
Especially for Susie.
But it still felt like he needed more.
He doesn't know what you're talking about anymore.
No, I'm just focused on the dogs eating Ramsay Bolton alive.
His face, yeah.
Yeah.
The full-on chomp that you get to watch. Love it. Great.
It's satisfying, but I felt like a little bit more needed to happen.
Really?
Yeah.
How would you have killed Ramsay Bolton in the show?
Oh, I don't know, man. I maybe put him on a fucking pike somewhere.
Through his butthole?
Yeah.
Why are you getting so graphic?
Well, because
my mom's gonna listen to this.
Because he raped Sansa.
Can't say things like butthole.
Whoa.
My mom listens to it too.
Huh?
My mom listens to this too.
Is this really what we're talking about, guys?
Yes.
Wow. This is important.
Hi, Mom.
We made it, Ma. We made it.
Anyways, so after that,
it would have been Kismet if he got it
Kismet?
up the butthole. Kismet.
Kismet?
Yeah.
What's Kismet?
Is that someone's
like,
son's
meant to
name?
be.
Oh, interesting. That's your word of the week,
I feel like that's a celebrity boy's name, like for a little baby boy.
Kismet?
Yeah.
Can you spell Kismet?
Kismet.
Yeah, it's totally
There's
gonna
a
be
lot.
someone's fucking name.
Kismet.
Guaranteed.
It probably is already somebody's name.
Yep.
So one of the soap opera actresses that I watch,
Oh, this is a good segue.
her son was just born and she named him Rise.
See what I mean?
I love it.
Like
With a Y?
Sunrise. No,
Oh.
R-I-S-E.
No, of course not with a Y.
That would be great, though. What were we talking about?
Anyways.
So that kid fucking Chair. That's what I named my kid.
No.
You're naming your kid Cher?
No.
Chair.
I'm
Oh,
naming...
Chair.
Yeah, like what you sit on,
Uh-huh, yeah.
You know
Yeah.
what I'm naming my kid.
like Giardinello or some shit.
I feel like that was
Oh,
racist.
That was. No, I'm gonna name my kid.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, of course.
Classic. How do you
Right.
spell that one? So the season 6 finale, I forget what it's called. That's the one where so much shit happens. That's like an
Yeah.
hour and 10-minute episode, and just fucking zinger after zinger. One of the best season finales of that entire show, I feel. Where I think this all happens in this one episode. Jon Snow's named King of the North in Robb Stark's death. Arya gets the revenge of the
Yep.
North on Walder Frey. Incredible.
Amazing.
Probably a close second to my favorite moment of that
Tell
episode.
the Lannisters winter came for House Frey.
Is that what she says in that episode? No, she
Mhm.
says it in the season premiere of the next season. You fucked up.
Oh, sorry.
Anyways, so yeah, she was,
Jumping the gun, Kaylin.
she feeds Walder Frey his children
Mm-hmm.
and slices his throat. Amazing. She's a badass. She's also psychotic, but
I love Arya.
we'll get there when we
in
get
an
there.
awesome way.
Yeah,
She's so cool, man.
still blind in the books.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Mhm.
that's how far behind they are.
Still blind.
Still blind in the
Jeez.
books. And then the grand finale, the plot to destroy everyone. Cersei blows up the Sept of Baelor that was having the trial. The trial.
trial.
Yeah, her trial specifically, and Sir Loris's trial where they
Mhm.
banged each other.
Nice.
And Sir Loris is gay.
Mm-hmm.
And that turns out well for everyone because Cersei does not show up, doesn't let Tommen show up. She kills
Everyone.
Marjorie, Loris, the High Priest, the
High Sparrow.
this High Sparrow, who we didn't talk about at all
Yeah.
last week either. It was a fine subplot, but what a death!
Yeah.
The wildfire blows up everything,
Wipes
then-
out House Tyrell
And
completely.
then Tommen,
except with the exception of the one lady.
gracefully flops out a window.
Yes, immediately
Yeah.
afterwards, after finding out his wife is dead, he decides it's time to fly like a bird.
So, and the great part about that is when we were watching it,
I
he
remember.
literally opened the window and like he's gonna jump right out that fucking window.
You
He
did
walks
call-
away and then he comes back and he fucking jumps out the window.
The thing that he did
did
though,
call it, yeah,
that
it's
was
true.
like really, it was really like, it was really powerful. Was he opened the window, walked away,
Yes,
took off the crown,
Yeah.
came back, jumped out.
and
Yeah.
that was it. And then, thus ends the line of the Lannisters.
Yeah,
Every one of the children is dead now.
that we know of.
What's that supposed to mean?
Because in season 7, Cersei alludes to the fact that she's pregnant.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
do remember that. Oh, my God. All right, well, we'll get to that in a second because what are we missing? I feel like we're missing something.
Jamie kind of leaves Cersei.
No, he stays. He's kind of.
He's seeing
like
who
defecting.
she is.
Yeah, he's very wary of her.
Yeah.
Let's say because
He's frightened of her.
she basically is the cause of the death of their last child.
I don't think he's gonna stay loyal. To
No.
her
No,
at all.
I think we saw that in the trailer.
Yeah, he's a good guy basically at this point. So he only has the abused love that he has left for her.
Do we think him and Brienne are going to get together?
Probs not.
Probs
think-
not.
I think
I think they just have a
Tormund and Brienne are
super
gonna get
big
together?
respect for each
I think if
other.
anything, Jamie's dying.
Ooh.
Oh,
I think-
I
yeah.
agree.
I
What
think
about
James-
I
Tormund
agree.
and Brienne?
Let's save this. This is season 7, 8 speculation. Let's finish up 7. So 6 ends. Cersei is now queen.
Mm-hmm.
Amazing. That was another amazing moment of
Yeah.
the show where you kind of always saw it coming
With the zombie mountain.
with the zombie mountain.
Zombie.
Did we talk about the Viper getting his head blown up last week? I feel like we did.
Yeah.
I feel like we covered that part.
Blown up. It was squeezed.
Well, yeah,
That was a good fight.
Like a
His
lemon.
head.
That was a good fight.
Oh, it was awesome though. How he
Yeah, I was
his
fucked
eyes
up.
popped out.
Yeah,
oh
I
my
was-
god.
It's like one of those stress toys. You know what I'm talking
A
about?
stress ball.
Has
For
like-
the mountain, I bet
Like
it was.
the eyes come out and then like little hairs. You know what I mean? Squeeze it.
So Steven. So Steven 7 starts with what Kaylin said before.
Isn't there a show
Arya
like that?
finishing off the rest of the phrase.
Yeah.
She kills the rest of them with poison, and then she says the
Yes. Winter
Tell-
came
yeah.
for House Frey.
tell the Lannisters winter came, and she wanders. She fucks off. Where does she go?
Back to Winterfell.
Yes, she goes to Winterfell.
Oh no. She goes back to King's Landing and then she meets Ed Sheeran on the way. Remember that?
Oh, she's on her way.
That's right.
Yeah.
Ed
She's
Sheeran
on-
was in an episode.
She's gonna go to King's Landing to kill the queen.
She says that, and they all laugh.
They all
about
laugh.
it.
Then
yeah.
who does she meet? Nymeria.
All right.
and
Played
that-
by Keanu Reeves. If you're not sure why that's so funny, you have to listen back to our previous podcast.
A fucking callback. Oh my god. What a callback. Please do yourselves a favor. Go back and watch that Keanu Reeves episode. That's the funniest fucking...
It's like three, 4 weeks ago
yeah,
now.
it was like 3 episodes
Yeah.
ago. And Keanu Reeves.
Keanu Reeves.
Right, so Nymeria, the wolf, played by Keanu,
Keanu
Reeves,
Reeves.
gets to see Arya again, because that plot needed to get
But
fucking
was she
covered.
really Nymeria? We don't know.
Yes.
She was?
Yes, it was.
But she didn't go to Arya.
Don't overthink the show, because the show is not overthinking the show. These writers... Okay. Let me explain.
Kaylin. So Kaylin just looked at me very confused. I know you can't see because, you know, you're home listening or in your car. But Kaylin's very confused. Kaylin, it's a very deep train of thought this guy's on.
You
Let
got-
him finish.
Absolutely not.
Philosophical there.
It's absolutely not philosophical. All I'm saying is, season 7, 6 out of 10 at best. That season was so underwritten and poorly put together. It was like thrown together. It was like children had crayons and they were like, and then he's going to take his sword and he's going to go fight with that guy. And then this guy, he's going to go over here. He's going to go to the wall. And then they're going to fight the White Walkers. And then the dragon's going to come in.
It's fucking making sound effects as they sketch out what's going to happen.
Because all this is happening within 7 episodes. Everyone's fast traveling. Everyone unlocked the ability of fast travel now at this point. So nobody cares about how long it takes to get anywhere. Everyone's getting everywhere in instant. And
There, Kaylin.
there's no plot anymore. It's just fighting. And sure, some moments were cool to look at, but
And then he took a crossbow and went,
yeah,
You know what I'm thinking
and then they were on a boat, and then it was on fire.
You know what I'm thinking of? The South Park episode with George R.R. Martin.
Yeah, trust me, the dragons are on their way.
And this guy's a huge wiener. Oh my god.
Fucking Sam is in Old Town, who you're supposed to think is going to be the Maester, the Great Maester, the new Maester of the
Night's
Wall.
Watch.
Yeah.
And he goes, you know what? I'm done here. And he takes his books and he leaves.
Yeah.
And that's the end of that fucking subplot, and we're done with that. It's just garbage. That whole it's not garbage. It's fine. It's just it's not.
It's just smelly.
It's
that's
nowhere near as good as the rest of the show. And to me, it was glaring how poorly written the show was. The dialogue was garbage at times because, like I said, it was not overthought. It was very simple, very to the point. It got everyone from point A to point B. That ends my rant on season 7. Now we can cover it if you want, unless anyone would like to rebut. Kaylin, you've been like cringing this whole time. Why do you think season 7's the best? Go ahead.
it wasn't the best. I mean, like, we had Viserion's death or turning into a white dragon.
Yes, by
White dragon?
by the Olympic fucking spear thrower, fucking white
A
knight.
javelin
Yeah.
thrower.
That his setting up of the throw is one of the most unintentionally hilarious things I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah.
Where he's like testing the wind. He's like, he's gonna be about there. And he fucking blows him up. The dragon explodes. Why? And how? I don't understand.
He didn't explode.
Yes, he did.
He went.
Wait. Hang on. I'm grabbing the mic.
Go, yeah,
Say that again?
He went.
Okay, just so we all heard that. Cool.
So the dragon was dead as Dex. Oh, and then the dragon falls into the ice ocean. And guess what we talked about last week? What are the White Walkers, what are the zombies not going anywhere near?
Water.
Guess where they were?
By the water.
No, they were in the water. They somehow got a fucking chain around this dragon and somehow pulled themselves out of it with the dragon. Yeah. What the fuck? Who thought of that?
Plot hole.
Who decided to stop thinking about the rest of the show?
You know the other thing that's weird? White Walkers don't like fire, and you know what dragons do?
No, Rob, that makes sense.
They breathe fire.
Not this dragon.
Wait, why?
He breathes ice now.
Oh, God, no. Please stop.
No. What does he breathe now?
No, you're right.
Oh.
But it's dumb. That's so fucking dumb. The blue dragon blowing ice fire or whatever.
Blue dragon. I like that.
It was blue dragon. It was
blue
a blue
eyes
dragon.
white dragon.
Fuck you, Rob. Get out of this podcast right now.
Y'all move.
So, okay. That was my rant. Let's go back. What happens?
Season 7 opener. What is it?
I don't remember. Like I said. Well, it was that. It was the Arya thing. We talked about that. And then more garbage happens. They go from one place to the next constantly from episode to episode. I'm going to go by the moments I remember. So the moment I remember after that is Daenerys landing on Dragonstone. Probably the best shot scene for a while after that episode. Because there's no dialogue. It's just purely visual storytelling of her finally fucking getting to Westeros. That was a really cathartic moment.
Did that happen in season 7 or season 6?
That's the season 7 opener.
Okay.
That's the finale of the first episode of season 7. And she goes, "Let's get started at the end."
The most poignant moment of season 7 was when Arya kills Littlefinger.
We're not even close to that.
But
yet.
I think that's the main part.
Okay. Well, then I guess we'll talk about it.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Arya killed Littlefinger.
Great. So anyway,
next time why don't you just fucking wait a second, huh? Fuck it all up.
I was trying to go chronologically, but who cares?
But Arya killed Littlefinger.
Why are you pulling the mic towards you?
Wait, I have something very important to say.
This probably sounds awful right now.
Hey, we'll find out, won't we?
I guess we will.
I think you can make it sound good.
Wow, thank you. I
You're
appreciate
welcome.
that.
Are you
maybe.
good at editing?
Yeah, good reference to something nobody understands. Anyways, so Littlefinger he saves the day at the Battle of the Bastards.
Yeah.
So he's with Sansa, Arya, Jon Snow, and everyone at what, Rob? What is so funny?
I just thought of Billy Maz and I saved the day, I guess.
What is that part?
When he graduates at the end of the movie.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I saved the day, I guess. Now Eric doesn't get the company. Anyway, continue.
Wow, great. Great insight from Rob, the
Thank you.
Game of Thrones pro here.
Hey, you're welcome. That's why I get paid.
So Littlefinger's up at Winterfell with everyone, and he's being all Littlefingery he's fingering Sansa in her brain.
Sorry, Mom.
He's intellectually fingering her, Littlefingering her. And
as soon as you said he's being a little fingery, I'm like, you said it, you can't go back.
Yeah, so I fucking jumped in.
And you fucking went right for it. It's so good. Oh my god.
Anyways,
I need
so
a drink.
Littlefinger was being all schemy with Sansa, trying to get her to be like, "You should be the queen of the North,"
And
was saying-
trying to drive a wedge with Arya.
Yes, and
A wedgie, if you will.
Arya, and here's again the great fucking dialogue and story writing here. They go to Bran, who is now the three-eyed raven.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we didn't even talk about Hodor dying last week.
Hold
on.
on.
Real quick, we have time. So Bran's shitty ass storyline is, at least in the show, it's good because it's streamlined. But he's trying to find the three-eyed raven because he can see the future or whatever. So he goes beyond the wall.
Thank you.
Good reference.
I was thinking that, and I was like, I'm not gonna do it this time.
Yeah.
And then Kaylin fucking took over for me.
So
that's why you're a good intern, Kaylin.
Yeah. So Bran goes beyond the wall. He has Hodor, he has other people, and they talk to the three-eyed raven, and then the White Walkers get there, and then they have to run away, and then Bran's like, hold the door! And then Hodor holds the door, and then you find out that Hodor says Hodor
because he hold the
door.
door. Fucking genius, right?
You know, when you say it out loud like that, this show kind of sucks.
Wow, Hodor says Hodor, and his name Hodor because he holds the door.
Hold the
Hodor. Wow. That's profound, man.
But you're forgetting that he says Hodor because Bran wargs into his mind and like breaks him. He has like a mental break.
It's super sad.
Yeah.
It's actually a really great scene. We're shitting on it, but it's actually really amazing. And amazing in a horribly depressing way because Hodor's
speech
awesome.
impediment to his whole fucking life because
because of Bran.
Because of a warg.
Yeah.
A warg.
So
I actually remember getting up out of my seat and onto my knees when that happened.
Whoa.
She had to pray.
Yeah, I was about to say this can't be.
Please, Lord.
Hodor.
By the gods. Oh wait, there are no gods. They all blew up.
So after this, Bran becomes a huge asshole, and he's just a
Big
stoic piece of shit.
Because he's the three-eyed raven.
He's like, "Hey Sansa, heard you got raped," and then that was their conversation when they first meet. That's actually what happens. He doesn't say those exact words, but he's like, "Hey, you had a great wedding night, I heard." And
I can't believe you're alive, Bran. You got raped.
yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Oh.
Was that what that was?
Yeah. So Bran is just, being all fucking handicapped by the tree. And Arya and Sansa go to Bran. And they're like, look at this knife. And he goes, yep, Littlefinger did it. And then they're like, you're right. So they go back inside.
Littlefinger's being all Littlefingery. And Bran's being all handicapped.
Yeah. I'm giving this season as much justice as they gave to us describing what happened.
Oh my
Wow.
god.
So they go back inside. They make it look like they trick Littlefinger. This is actually a really cool scene as well. They trick Littlefinger into thinking that Arya's about to get tried or whatever. Or what happens? Kaylin, explain to me what happened.
So what happens is that Arya's not about to get tried.
What happens?
She and Sansa are in cahoots.
No. What do they make it look like before they do the switcheroo?
Oh.
Is what I'm saying.
I can
Because
tell you.
it makes it look like that Sansa's plotting to be Lady of Winterfell,
But why is Arya standing in front of her? I don't remember that part.
because Arya went into Littlefinger's room, found the thing, was gonna expose Sansa.
That's what it was.
Yeah.
But that was a trick.
Yes.
They were tricking Littlefinger, so
They were fingering
wow.
Littlefinger.
I don't think that worked there.
Shut up. Yeah, it did.
Mic drop.
Really? That's why you leaned in to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Hey.
So Sansa does this really cool speech, and then she's like, yeah, you're a piece of shit. I hate you, Littlefinger. And she does the dramatic turn, and everybody turns.
It was
Yeah. And then...
She served a look, as the kids say.
And then... okay. And then...
Throwing shade over by the finger.
Littlefinger was like, please, God, don't. He gets on his knees.
I love
He's
you.
begging. Yeah, he's telling Sansa he loves her. He's a fucking creep. And then Arya, like the psychotic badass that she is, just walks up, one slash, slices his throat. Littlefinger's dead as dicks. And that's the end of Littlefinger. Rob, any last words?
And your
for Littlefinger?
favorite character?
Yes, he was my favorite character. They kind of started.
I hope I.
They kind of started putting him on the
his
back
favorite
burner
character.
after his glorious veil moment, and the moment where he is the mastermind behind the killing of Joffrey. He kind of just falls to the back line, and then after that, I'm like, all right, I can see where this guy's going. I know he's not going to last much longer.
Just like you saw where Robb Stark was going.
I didn't. That one I definitely didn't see coming.
I could have told you that.
Anyways.
Our resident
Game of Thrones
expert.
yeah. Chiming in as always.
I taught you guys everything you know about Game of Thrones, obviously.
So that was that plot line. Then there was a couple big battles with
The dragons.
the Dothraki army.
Yeah, they're awesome.
That was great.
I love when their battle cry.
Do that again. Yeah, that's the Dothraki battle cry.
So they sound like turkeys?
Eat your heart out, Jason Momoa.
Yeah.
So they fight the Lannister. The Targaryen army fights the Lannister army. Is it outside Castle Rock?
Outside the Reach.
The Reach.
Yeah, they're on their way back from the Reach.
Yeah, and
After plundering it.
the Targaryens get fucked up, and the dragons are very dangerous. Bronn has this almost heroic moment, but it's not heroic because you don't want the dragon to die. But you love Bronn, so you don't want him to die either.
He has the giant crossbow.
He gets the giant, what the fuck are they called? This is gonna bother me. It's like a ballista. That's what it is. He gets the ballista and he shoots it at the dragon, and I think he gets him, right?
Yeah, but like not in a...
Yeah, he clips him.
Yeah.
And then Daenerys is petting him on the ground, and that's when...
She was petting Braun.
Yeah. She was giving him a pet.
Good job.
You almost got him.
Daenerys was riding the dragon, so they both fall. Then she's petting the dragon on the ground, being like, "You're gonna be okay." No, she pulls the spear out.
Yeah.
Is what happens. And so Jaime decides to take that moment to charge at Daenerys, and the dragon turns his head. And I, for a split second, thought, "Here we go. This is it for Jaime. This is it for Jaime." Because his Tyrion's giving him like the "Don't be fucking stupid." Like he's saying that in the distance.
Run away.
Exactly. Don't be dumb. And he was being dumb. And then Bronn saves the day again. So
Yeah, because
Bronn.
now Bronn and Jaime are like a duo.
I hope they do it.
What?
What? What? Would you rather Jaime end up with Cersei? That's what I'm saying.
If you can't tell, I'm giving Zach a very stern look.
Yeah, but what's the stern look for? Explain yourself.
I want Jaime to be with Brienne.
Where the fuck did you get that from?
I don't know, because they're like bros, and why can't bros bang?
I mean, Jaime's never been with anybody else besides Cersei. Maybe he's,
True.
ready
True.
for a walk
It's just
on the wild
random.
side.
He's a total
Hang
verge
on, hang on a
besides
second.
Cersei.
It's just random.
Why is it random?
What?
What, is gay not a thing in the Game of Thrones
Because
universe?
Jaime's not like...
That's like saying I hope Jon Snow and Sam bang.
Yeah, why not? That could be cool.
What? Talk about bad storytelling.
Oh, well, I mean, hey, fucking season 7 happens, so anything's up for
Oh
debate.
my
now.
God. So hard to please.
I liked a lot of it. I'm just saying they got really fucking lazy. It was visibly lazy, and I just wasn't a fan.
Listen.
As much as the other seasons. I liked it perfectly fine. I just didn't like it nearly as much as the other
Listen,
seasons.
sometimes you just gotta get takeout for dinner. You can't cook 7 days a week. It's some tough stuff.
With a multi-million-dollar television show,
Some
you get takeout.
expensive dinners, man. It's a lot of prep work.
Anyways,
Just saying.
what else happened? Oh, what's her face?
Before that, they were at the Reach because...
Sure, yeah.
Yeah, Olenna Tyrell, the last remaining member of the Tyrell family, surrenders her castle to the Lannisters.
In the only way she could.
Is that a metaphor?
By delivering... By delivering probably the one-liner of the century,
Yeah.
Caitlin, if you remember it, go ahead.
Tell Cersei I did it. Oh.
Is that what she said?
Yeah.
I think she
Tell
says,
Cersei
it was me.
It was me.
Yeah.
That's right.
Where it was Littlefinger's plan, but she
poisoned him.
pulled the trigger. She
Yeah.
was the one that put the poison in the cup of Joffrey.
But she says it after Jaime already gives her...
The poison that
Yeah.
she killed.
Because Jaime
Yeah.
wanted to be nice and give her a quick, painless death.
But then after that,
And then she just comes out with
Yeah. By the way,
By the way, it was me.
I killed your fucking son.
and I made it super
I killed your shit-ass son.
painful.
Why'd you do that?
It was green.
Yeah, it was like cool.
Mom.
Oh, you're getting a call.
Well, I'm not gonna pick that up right
God.
now. Continuing.
I was like, that's so cool.
So Olenna goes out. She's dead now.
We get the Iron Folk scene where Yara gets
what's going on. Yep.
I'm sorry, the who?
The Iron Folk.
Oh, right, of
Yeah.
course. The Iron Folk.
From the Iron Places.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and coinciding with the Dornish girls, the Sand Snakes, they're in cahoots because Yara and Ilaria, they're doing it. And
Nice.
they get friggin' wrecked by Euron Greyjoy and captured. And then we get that awesome scene.
So Euron, he shows up in this season, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Again, random fucking out of nowhere, he kills his brother. Well, I mean, that actually kind of happens in the books. They just kind of like off chapter. They're
Right.
like, by the way, Balon Greyjoy's dead. And then Euron's like,
Yeah.
hey, I'm here. And then people are like, you probably killed him. And he's like, yeah, I probably did. And then they made him king.
Mhm.
So that's what that happened. And that's not me shitting on the show. That's actually kind of how it happens in the books too. So Euron's around, and he promises Cersei to fight for her.
He promises her the greatest gift she's ever received if she'll marry him.
And
when
the
he gives
greatest
it to her.
sound. Now, when he said that, did you immediately think dragon? Because that's what I thought.
No, I immediately thought that he would kill like someone important.
But I immediately thought the book, because remember what he has in the book?
No.
Okay. Well, in the book, Rob, for your reminder and Caitlin's
Right,
reminder
because I
here.
haven't read it in a long time.
I know it's been a while. You've read them many times, but
Right, yeah.
it's been a long time.
About
for you.
3
Yeah.
in a week.
So in the book, Euron Greyjoy has the horn
Oh,
that can bring down
yeah.
dragons.
Oh,
is
yeah.
what they call it.
Ah.
The horn.
So he in the books does not go to King's Landing. He just goes straight to what's the place?
Dragonstone?
No, because Daenerys never left Esteros. Remember? Easteros. She never left Easteros in the books.
Essos.
Where is she though?
She was in Marine.
Marine. So he's
Yeah.
sailing to Marine to go marry Daenerys in the books
Oh, right.
with the Horn of the Dragon.
Yeah.
So when he says to Cersei, I can give you the greatest gift in the world, I immediately thought, oh, here comes
Okay.
the horn thing.
I thought he was going to kill like a major character. I thought Daenerys, Jon
You
Snow,
thought correctly.
Yeah.
I thought way too deeply into this horribly written season.
But
So
he brings back Yara and the Sand Snakes, Ilaria and her daughter Tyene, because Ilaria killed Myrcella.
yes, so the people, the Vipers, slam pieces get
Nice.
his daughters and his slam piece
Yeah.
singular.
With just one slam piece.
Just the
Just
one.
one.
Well, he
Nice.
bangs other people, but he's got them in one
His
main
other
squeeze.
daughters he killed.
I like that name.
Right.
Killed the other girls.
I like the title.
So the Vipers slam piece
Nice.
in retribution for the mountain killing him,
Mm-hmm.
she kills
Myrcella.
Cersei's only daughter.
Mm-hmm.
Very sad scene because Myrcella in that exact moment claims to have always known that Jaime was her father and loves him as a father. Really happy moment.
And then she dies.
And then she dies immediately. In Game of Thrones fashion, she dies right away. That happens in the season before. But anyways, so in season 7, Euron brings those people to Cersei.
Yep, and Cersei chains up Ilaria and Tyene right across from each other, kills Tyene the exact same way, and
she
leaves
kills Myrcella, yeah,
and leaves Ilaria to watch.
to watch her die. And we don't really know what happens to them after that because she just leaves them there
Yep.
in the dungeon.
Yep, and she's gonna make Ilaria stay alive for as long as she will,
Yeah.
and sit and live near her daughter's decaying corpse. Fucked up.
That's Cersei for you.
As they do.
As they do, as the queens do.
Mm.
All right, we're about done with season 7. What else? We're missing something here, besides the big moment with the dragon. Is there anything else?
Jon Snow and Dany fucked.
Well, that's like the last moment. Yeah, all right. So then the dragon thing.
That was gross.
So the plan is for everyone else at this point. The White Walkers are coming. Everyone knows it because of Hardhome. And so Jon Snow is like, we can. Yes, Caitlin.
Was another big moment when they went to King's Landing for the meeting?
That's after this.
No, when they show him him
Yes,
the White Walker.
that's after this. What I'm talking about. They killed the dragon first.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyways.
Sorry.
So Jon Snow, if you let me finish,
See what I mean? Why don't you just wait a second? You want to fuck it all up.
Jon Snow
Preview to trivia.
Jon Snow has a plan to unite everyone against the White Walkers. He says, "Let's go get a." I don't know if actually it's his specific plan.
Do you know that this is called a dragon pad?
Yeah, I always knew that.
Topical.
I bought the fucking thing.
Oh, why didn't you say anything? That's cool.
Anyways, so somebody comes up with the plan to go get a White Walker. Bring them down, because they're immortal. They're just zombies. To go bring them down to King's Landing, show Cersei, hey, this shit is real. We need your help. So they go beyond the wall to find a White Walker, and they're surrounded.
They found all of them.
All of them, yeah, exactly. A lot of them are there. The Night King is there. He says hi. With his javelin, getting ready for his gold medal toss.
Hammer throw.
And they're being surrounded. Daenerys comes in for the save.
On Viserion.
With her, well, and the other ones are
but
there. She's not on Viserion.
She's on Drogon.
Right, of course, as she is. Because she's riding Drogon all the way.
I get it. Nice.
So they're fighting, and we talked about this already. So they're fighting, and then the Night King winds up, does his toss, tens all the way around from the judges, and Viserion is dead as dicks. He explodes, falls into the ocean.
He's gone.
And he's dead.
Bye, dragon.
So, and everyone else gets away with the White Walker. Then we get to King's Landing.
I love that fucking scene.
The moot, where see?
The moot.
Caitlin's not happy right now. We won't talk about it. We'll go back to listen last week.
We already talked about it.
Exactly. Listen last week's. They show the White Walker to Cersei. And she's like, whatever, dude. But the White Walker charges her, and she's super freaked out.
Yeah.
And that's when they kill it right there in front of them?
Yeah.
They show them how to kill it.
Actually, they dismember it.
Right, because they
still
show
goes, yeah.
Exactly. They show that human weapons can't kill them.
If they lose their head, they're still alive.
Exactly. So they show like, hey, only Obsidian's gonna do this,
or fire.
We need as many people as we can to go north, fight these guys.
Or Valyrian steel.
Right, and Cersei's like, you know what? You're right. Everyone leaves. Everyone's like, yeah, we're gonna totally do this. And Cersei immediately is in like her chambers, and she's like, yeah, I'm not helping them at all. Fuck that.
And I'm pregnant.
And I'm pregnant. Great ending.
Yay.
Everyone's happy. And she's like, yeah, I'm gonna win the war first, and then we'll worry about that later. Or no, I think she's like, she's not even thinking about it. She's like, there's no way any of that shit's happening. We're all the way here in the south. It's not gonna happen.
Yeah, by the time it gets to us, they'll all be dead.
Right, and she just wants to be the last ones alive with Jaime. She just wants to win, basically, at this point. And
Super petty.
Jaime is now extra peeved, extra nettled, and he is super wary of Cersei now. That's the end of their shit. Last part of the season 7 is Caitlin's favorite part, where incest is best, apparently.
Incest is back.
Incest is back. It's better than ever. The Targaryens are back in their banging ways.
Now with 0 trans fat.
So, in the midst of all these seasons, we don't know who Jon Snow's parents are. Spoilers, the Targaryen, Rhaegar, and
Lyanna Stark.
And Ned Stark's always alluded to dead sister is his mother. Jon Snow is not a bastard. He's the true king.
Because they were married.
Exactly. He's the true rightful heir to the throne. They don't know that yet.
Bran knows it.
Bran knows it, and he's not going to tell anyone because he's a piece of shit.
Who does he tell?
He doesn't tell anyone. We just know it happened.
He tells Sam.
Does he tell Sam?
He tells Sam because he said, I have to see Jon, and then he goes into the whole flashback.
Ah, yes.
He tells Sam.
That doesn't matter. Anyways,
Well.
They're on the boat on the way back from King's Landing. And what happens, Caitlin? Go ahead, describe it.
And Jon Snow
in full detail.
Goes to Daenerys' room, knocks on the door. No words are spoken. It's just a look, and he just goes right in and...
He goes right in.
Literally.
He goes right in.
Into his sister.
His niece. His aunt.
His aunt.
Whatever, dude.
Either way.
Incest is incest.
Incest is incest. I like the name of the episode.
And it's like, you don't know what's going to happen because the witch told Dany back in season 1 that she'll never have children unless the sun rises in the west and sets in the east, or the mountains sway in the breeze like leaves and all that stuff. So she can never have children, but maybe
it's the Targaryen.
Maybe the Targaryen mojo. Okay.
Wait, what if it happens? What if
that she gets pregnant?
like all the stuff that the witch said couldn't happen. What if it all
It
happened?
all
The sun rises in the west and
Yeah.
sets in the east, and
Yeah.
the mountains blow in the breeze
Then
like
she's
leaves.
pregnant.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What if you actually see it happen?
Then we know she's preggo.
Mm-hmm.
But that'd still be fucked up to see it.
You mean, are you saying, like, if you were in that world and all of a sudden you saw the sun rise in the west?
And like you see mountains fucking flowing
Yeah.
in the breeze? Yeah.
No, that'd be pretty weird.
Like
I feel
those-
like I'd be on
those
like
balloons
fucking
at car
shrooms or
dealerships.
something.
Although, at that point, when you see dragons in the sky,
Yeah.
you're just kind of like, yeah, this is about a Tuesday. I feel like we're we're about a normal day now.
It's about halfway through the month.
Yeah. So that's it. And Tyrion is being all fucking creepy
Yeah.
watching because he's obviously in love with Daenerys.
Really?
You didn't get that out of that scene.
No.
What did you think when you
I
saw
thought he
that?
loved her, but like he's in love with her.
Obviously, he
So-
looked super sad when they went and banged.
I think he looked wary.
No, he
because-
looks sad.
No, I think he looked wary because when you're doing it, it's a distraction.
I don't think Tyrion thinks like that at all.
Do you think that he? I mean, what am I asking you for?
No, he's the expert. Go ahead, Rob.
Whoa, hang on a second here.
Go ahead, Rob.
I honestly, I never got that he loved her like that.
I think, but this is my point. I don't think they ever made it seem obvious,
Yeah.
and then they decided to fucking throw it in the end because of
I
how-
feel like that's so random to do that,
yeah,
though.
yeah, just like the whole season.
Oh.
Yeah, that's my point.
Okay.
Exactly.
I'm
So-
starting to see it.
I
Yeah.
feel like I'm still not convinced, but I guess
Well,
we'll
we'll
have
see.
to see.
That's my prediction. So with that, let's go right into it.
Mm-hmm.
The season finale, the series finale trailer happened a couple weeks ago, or last week it was.
Mm-hmm.
We saw some bits. It's basically all leading to one final battle
Mm-hmm.
with the White Walkers. Predictions. Kaylin, you first.
For the battle?
For everything. For season 8.
Okay.
You only got 6 episodes. They're going to be fast traveling a lot. We already know
Yeah,
that. Go
'cause-
ahead.
How many predictions are we giving each?
As many as you fucking please. This is not Avengers
Okay.
speculation section.
All right.
Well, okay, so I feel like
Just like cover each subplot coming into the end here. What do you
Okay.
think's going to happen with each
well,
character?
I noticed Arya in the trailer looked not like confident,
True.
badass Arya.
True.
So that made me nervous. I feel like there wasn't a lot of Jon and Dany in the trailer.
No, which makes you wonder
Yeah, so what
how
happens
that's
with
going to play
that?
out. Yeah.
And Jaime's gonna leave Cersei and go to the White
battle,
Walker
yeah.
fight. Cersei's gonna be on her own. What is she gonna do? I don't know.
Okay, you go ahead.
And I think that's all I got for now. I'll keep thinking.
Rob.
I'm kind of thinking Jamie's definitely gonna die. It's just in terms of how, because didn't she like threaten him, like when he wanted to leave? Like
Yeah.
didn't she send
Yeah.
him out?
Yeah.
I feel like that might be how he dies.
Ooh,
That she's the purpose.
She's
the one that
gonna
kills him.
what a way to go.
If she can't have him, no one can. That's how she is.
I think. Is it okay? Anything else?
I'm thinking Braun's gonna finally die.
That would be so sad.
I thought Bronn was gonna be the king.
Yeah, right.
I'm just kidding.
What a
I
take.
think Braun's gonna die. I think the Hound and Brienne of Tarth are gonna live for sure.
Mm.
Are Brienne and Tormund gonna do it?
Oh
Brienne.
fuck yeah!
You think?
Hell yes! You know how mad people would be if it didn't happen,
Yeah.
or
The fan service. is
he's gonna
for sure.
die and she'll be upset.
Oh, and she'll go on like
I
a
think
White Walker rage and kill
I
everything.
think he's gonna die too.
Tormund.
Yep, Tormund's
see
gonna
that.
die, and
He's a great character.
He is a good character.
I'm questioning Sam dying because everyone loves Sam, and that's how Game of Thrones is. They might
Yeah.
they'll kill him just to be like, see, this is what we do.
This is what we do.
This is our rep.
I thought I saw an article once where somebody said, like a producer of the show said, people are going to need therapy
Yeah.
after the season.
Yeah.
Which,
Yep.
Do you think it's gonna be like a last man standing?
which to I say, no balls, you won't do it. I say you won't put me in therapy because you don't have the balls.
You
I
won't.
say those producers don't have the balls to pull off crazy shit. I feel like they're going to live the fan service out. I think, if anything, so here are my predictions. Daenerys is dead. Jaime's dead. Cersei's dead. Tyrion's dead. I think they're killing off
Every single one except one?
Almost everyone except for Jon Snow. I think he will survive to the... I think the Starks will survive to the end. I think they will be the ones that end up kind of ruling the world at the end there. I think Sansa will stay alive. I think Arya will stay alive.
Bran?
Ooh, I can totally see one of them dying.
I hope Bran burns in a fire. He won't, but I'm going to just be crossing my fingers for the moment somebody chops his fucking head off.
I think Grey Worm might die.
Guys, what if fucking Hodor comes back as a White Walker?
Oh, that would be so fucking awesome. That would be so
Guys,
awesome.
What if he comes back as a White Walker?
Well, here...
And what if he still says Hodor?
So, I just gave my speculation, but here's a spoiler. This is what's going to happen. I'm predicting it right now on this day.
Okay.
Bran will warg himself into the Night King, and he will be the reason why the Night King becomes the Night King.
Yeah, didn't they kind of allude to that kind of shit?
Yep.
Yeah.
They did. Because I think the Night King and Bran have this weird connection.
Yes, absolutely.
Night King will never say a word. You're right. But it will come to a point where Bran goes so far back in time
that he's going to
Absolutely.
go
he
into...
will warg himself into the person that becomes the Night King.
Absolutely.
And become the Night
Totally
King.
going to happen.
And Bran will be the ultra villain in the end.
Yep. Totally
Spoilers.
gonna happen.
We have it on recorded.
I'm predicting that right now. That's what's
we have it on recorded.
We have it on record.
That's what I am assuming is going to happen.
Wow, that's a good prediction.
Like I said, everyone else is dying except for Jon Snow. He'll be on the throne in the end. I think specifically, Jaime will kill Cersei.
Ooh.
Kingslayer back again.
Queenslayer,
exactly. I agree. He'll go and fight for the White Walkers. He'll probably die there.
They're gonna die together.
Who?
Cersei and Jaime. If any.
Oh yeah,
that's
what you're saying.
That's gonna happen. They'll die together.
They'll kill each other or something.
Titanic
like that.
style.
Yeah.
Well, no, because only one person died in that scenario.
I think Tyrion.
No, I was talking about the couple in the bed in Titanic.
Oh, that's so depressing.
Yeah.
I think Tyrion killing either of them would be too cliche.
Not gonna happen.
He killed Tywin, and I feel like that was his big moment.
That was enough.
Not gonna happen.
That's his big moment. If anything, I think Tyrion.
Maybe he'll discover them at the end.
Maybe.
What's the bald dude's name?
Varys.
What if he fucking kills her?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I don't think Varys ever
I don't
killed
think he
anyone.
has a stake in that fight.
He fights for the realm, though.
He does.
He's not good for the
he doesn't
realm.
fight with he doesn't directly.
Oh, he's not a
kill
hero.
people.
No.
Yeah.
But what if he is?
Oh, whoa.
What if he is?
He does not. He's not going to be any of that.
Okay.
What else? Who are we missing here? I think we've covered everybody.
Sansa, who's she gonna marry?
Who cares? She'll be the queen of the North. She'll be the queen of Winterfell.
Okay.
She'll continue that lineage. Like I said, I think Arya will stay alive. I think maybe they'll play with you. Here's another fun prediction. Arya will appear to have died, but Arya will have changed her face with somebody.
Oh, I could totally see that happening.
And go venture off into Esteros.
That's a good.
and be a faceless map.
Easteros.
So instead of Westeros.
Speaking of Easteros, what are you guys doing for Lent?
Oh, I have a list.
Go ahead.
Let's pull it up.
Okay. What do you do? Bless you.
That was gross.
What are you doing for Lent, Rob, while Kaylin's pulling it up?
Nothing.
All right. I'm glad you brought this conversation up.
I'm fasting from hurting words and saying kind words. Fasting from sadness.
Oh, are you reading a stupid Facebook
and
post?
being filled with gratitude.
Oh my god. What a shitty way to end this podcast.
Positivity and light, everyone.
Does anyone have any more predictions, Game of Thrones wise?
Nope.
I think it's going to be epic. It's going to be awesome.
I think
I don't want it to happen, but I want it to happen.
the end is near. The end is nigh.
We're a month away today.
Yeah, it's coming. It's coming real fast. I hope it's better than the last season. Now is the time for bullshit and fighting.
Mm-hmm.
Last season, I think they could have gone away with a little bit more storytelling. But now is the time. Give me fights. Put all your money into the show now, and just fucking end it on a big high note.
I think they are.
And they will, yeah.
They took 2 years to make this.
Yeah, the trailer. Well, they took 2 years to make the last season too.
That's not true.
That's 100% true.
We waited 2 years for season 7.
Yes, because Westworld was in between both.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
really?
Yeah.
I thought it was every April it came out.
Nope.
I think you're wrong.
I think you're wrong.
I think you're wrong.
All right, I'll look it up. Go ahead, say something while I look
Anyways,
this up.
Zach's usually wrong in our quest for knowledge, but we'll see.
Yeah. It's like 50-50.
You guys are really good at. It's called vamping in the business, and that's just kind of.
We do that on piano too.
Yeah, do that
Ooh,
now.
I don't play
instead
piano.
of saying do.
You don't play piano?
I don't.
You should learn. It's awesome.
I don't want to.
Why not?
It's just not for me. I just.
Are you not a musical kind of guy?
I am. I sing in my car, if you want to call it singing. In the shower.
I play 3 instruments.
Why are we having a dick measuring contest right now? I don't understand.
Because mine's bigger.
Well, now I feel really sad.
You were right. Anyways. 6 and 7 were year after year. But 8, yes, we took 2 years. They did the big battles. The big battle with the White Walkers is definitely happening. Is that... Okay, so here's the real question. Is Cersei the final villain, or is the Night King the final villain? My money's on the Night King.
Totally the Night King.
Totally the Night
My
King.
money's
Cersei's
on
going to die
in the first couple
way
episodes.
before the Night
Yeah.
King.
I think the first...
Even if it's the last episode, it's still going to be way before the Night King.
I think the first couple episodes will be dedicated to Cersei and her bullshit. And then everyone's going to unite.
Oh, yeah. Because they're going to drag out the White Walker
Yeah,
shit.
for sure.
I hope her death is, awesome.
I bet you it's
I
just
doubt.
going to be okay.
I think at this point, because
Do you think she, trips?
Joffrey's death was at, a fever pitch. Like, everyone was so fucking ready for him to die. I think Cersei's moment has kind of peaked.
Yeah.
And now, if they kill her in any way, it'll just be like, yeah, well, we kind of saw that coming.
Yep.
I think Joffrey's moment was at the fever pitch of him being the most hated person on that show.
Unless she kills
And same
someone,
with Ramsay.
Unless she kills someone super important, like Sam, then people will get that shit back.
Oh, wouldn't that be weird? I could see that happening, too.
Dude.
Sam is a really good prediction there.
He's going to die.
I can buy it.
He's going to
Especially
die.
if you say Cersei kills him. I can buy it.
Just for fun, she kills him.
Okay, I think that's it. We're done. That's all for Game of Thrones.
Until trivia.
Check it out on the channel.
Yeah, whenever it comes.
So, are we doing Marvel shit? Are we doing Marvel predictions, or are we going to do suggestions for the week?
You really want to do the suggestions. I remember you were really excited about it last time, and we didn't get to do it. So you know what,
Yeah.
Rob? Do your suggestion of the week. We're not doing the Avengers one.
My
week.
suggestion of the week is to watch a TV show
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
called Blark and Son.
Yeah.
But it's not really a TV show. It's like episodes on YouTube. It's on Comedy Central.
Is that what you put in the James game, Blark?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah,
that
when we
was
played the James
fucking
game, I put in
annoying.
Blark.
I hated
And that was fucking hilarious watching you guys struggle trying to figure out what the fuck Blark was.
I
It's kind of
said-
cheap in the James game.
I was like,
It was great.
I
It
said
worked.
it's Noah's.
That's funny. That's clever. So that's
Yeah.
Rob's suggestion of the week. He's
Dude,
been
it's
waiting
so funny.
3 weeks to throw that out there.
It's so
Kaylin,
funny.
do you have a suggestion of the week?
My
Something you-
suggestion is the week is for everybody to go do a face mask. It's really gonna help you out.
Oh, that's right. That's pretty good advice.
Wow.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. Where
I'm
do you
okay
go
with
for
that.
that?
To my bedroom.
Oh shit.
I have a few in my
Fuck
drawer. Should we
you,
do it after
Rob.
this?
I mean, if you're suggesting it.
I think it's a pretty good suggestion.
So my suggestion of the week. You killed Rob.
No, you did.
Oh,
The fucking
yeah,
look
the
you just
cutaway.
gave.
So my suggestion of the week is for everyone to have a great week.
Boring.
I don't have it. I didn't watch anything this week. I didn't play.
You didn't do
this week.
anything?
No, I really didn't. It was boring.
Like, have a fucking cup of coffee.
Zach's
it's real
suggestion
good.
for the week is to learn how to edit media.
Wow. It's a good skill to have, guys.
Hey, here's a suggestion. Subscribe and share our content.
Oh, fuck. I'm Zach.
I'm Rob.
I'm Kaylin.
Thanks for listening, guys. We'll see you next time.
Bye.